Nike, the Trunk to Titan story? Nike wasn't born in a billion-dollar building. It wasn't born in a fancy office. It wasn't even born in a real store. It began in the back of a car. A dream so small that most people would have ignored it, but Phil Knight didn't. A dream in a trunk. In the early 1960s, a young runner named Phil Knight had an idea that sounded ridiculous to everyone else. He believed Japan could make high-quality running shoes. Shoes that could compete with the biggest brands in America, but for less money. With nothing but belief and a few samples, Phil started selling shoes out of the trunk of his blue Plymouth Valiant. Parking near track meets, waiting hours for athletes, to walk by, talking to every runner he could. No store, no staff, no advertising, just Phil, a car trunk, and determination. Most people would have quit, but Phil Knight wasn't most people. Legendary track coach Bill Bowerman. Bowerman wasn't just a coach. He was a creator, a tinkerer, a problem solver. He wanted his runners to move faster, lighter, smoother. The coach who changed everything. At the same time, Phil had someone in his life who believed in innovation. Every ounce of weight mattered. Every step mattered. Together, Phil and Bill formed a partnership that would change sports forever. Bowerman experimented with new shoe designs, slicing shoes apart, rebuilding them even, using waffle irons to shape the soles. Their mission was simple: make athletes better. And everything they created was built around performance, speed, and excellence. The birth of Nike. In 1971, their small company, Blue Ribbon Sports, transformed into something new, something bigger, something bolder. It became Nike, named after the Greek goddess of victory, and with the new name came a new symbol. A swoosh, simple, clean, fast, a symbol of movement, speed, and ambition. At first, Phil Knight didn't even like it. He famously said, "I don't love it, but I think it will grow on me." He had no idea it would become one of the most recognizable logos on Earth. The rise of an empire. Nike took risks no other company dared to take. They signed young, hungry athletes before they were famous. They focused on storytelling, emotion, and inspiration. When people saw Nike, they didn't just see shoes. They saw possibility, they saw greatness, they saw themselves becoming stronger. Nike was not selling footwear, it was selling belief. Then came the Air technology. Revolutionary, light, powerful. It changed sports equipment forever. By the 1980s, Nike wasn't just a brand. It became part of culture, a symbol of determination, grit, and victory. Changing sports forever. From basketball to running, from tennis to soccer, Nike transformed how athletes trained, competed, and performed. The brand became a global force, signature shoes, innovative gear, legendary commercials, and the iconic message, "Just do it." 3 simple words that moved millions. A slogan that wasn't about sports, it was about life. And it all began with Phil Knight. Standing by his car, handing out shoes from a trunk. The lesson for you. Nike proves something powerful. Great things don't start big, they start small. Sometimes so small that the world doesn't even notice. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need money or support or the right time. You just need passion, action, and the courage to begin. Because the trunk of a car can become a global empire. A tiny idea can reshape an industry. And your dream, no matter how small, can become something the world respects. Nike didn't begin with fame. It began with belief, and belief can take you anywhere. Small beginnings can lead to giant victories. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe for more inspiring business journeys.